This is 5.2b. Continue talking about polynomials. Let's talk about direct substitution and synthetic substitution. Direct substitution is when we have a polynomial, just as f of x equals x squared minus x plus 3, and we ask to figure it out when x is -2. So we would substitute -2 in parentheses every time we see an x. Remember that it has to be in parentheses because that does make a difference with the negative signs. And then we would continue to simplify it. -2 squared is positive 4. Minus -2 is plus 2 plus 3. And that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So f at -2 equals 9. And that's called direct substitution. A lot of you will probably do that on your calculator by saying -2 store x and then typing in this equation and pressing enter. It should give you 9 out. There's also a quick way to do this. It's called synthetic substitution. And you can't use your calculator. To do synthetic substitution, you draw a box, kind of like an upside down division box, and then you write the coefficients in front of all your terms. So the coefficient in front of my x squared term is a 1. My coefficient in front of my x term is a -1, and then this is a constant, so I don't need to, or then I would put a 3 here. Okay, I want to evaluate it when x is again -2. So I bring the first number down. I multiply these two numbers together. -2 times 1 is -2. I add these numbers down. -1 plus -2 is -3. I multiply again. -2 times -3 is positive 6. Then I would add down. 3 plus 6 is 9. So I would get the same answer I got up here. This is called synthetic substitution. Now, this worked out so that I had a x squared term, an x to the first term, and a constant term. Suppose I didn't have this x term. All we had was x squared plus 3. When you draw your box, you would have to include a coefficient for this plain x term. And of course, that would be 0 since there's nothing there. And then we would put the constant on the end. So let's go ahead and evaluate this when it's 2. Right off, we know that 2 squared is 4 plus 3 is 7. So we should get 7 on this. Bring the 1 down. 2 times 1 is 2. Add 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Add 7.